On my way to work, as you can see, it is a stunning morning, and here is the view from the bridge over the canal here in Garstang. It's a lovely day to be going to work. Welcome to Only Cool Stuff. This channel is all about our high street toy and pop culture store as well as our website. It's Friday the 23rd, so we are in like full swing in terms of people picking up last minute Christmas gifts. I don't actually open the shop until 10 o'clock. I've literally just walked into the shop and I had someone knocking on the door asking when I was going to open, but of course I opened the door and said you're more than welcome to come in and have a look now, even though I've still got like a box of stuff there and like it's my rucksack and my like Sainsbury's bag that I literally just walked in. But the gent wanted to come in. He had a good idea what he wanted, and we've already started the day off with a nice little sale. So he picked up a couple of last minute Christmas gifts, and he says he might be back in yet again soon. So he just wanted to catch the shop before he went on his way to town. So really pleased with that start to the day. I'm expecting it to be quite a busy day, so hopefully there'll be plenty of customers walking in, plenty of sales happening, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me just to show you the behind the scenes of what it's like running a small high street shop. Job number one of the day is to get the till up and running, so when we get customers in, I'll be able to obviously process their orders. Card machine is already charged, so we're good to go. I'm also going to have to make sure that I tidy up the office a little bit. It's looking a little bit scruffy, and not a nice place to work when it's like this. And also I'm going to be turning on my photo lights because they just brighten this place up a little bit. Otherwise it's super dark. In an effort to save money, I have bought some fish fingers from home. We have an excess of these in the freezer at home and no one eats them, so these are going to be used for fish finger sandwiches for lunch when Beck joins me at around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Unfortunately, due to a damp problem, we have to always keep an eye on our dehumidifier. As you can see, the dehumidifier is doing its job. That's literally after a couple of days of running. It picks up so much moisture. There's a big damp problem in the back here, unfortunately. Also need to just grab an eBay order we've had. It's a bit of a peculiar sale for this time of year, but someone has obviously treated themselves to these Voir boots. They've sold for £20 including shipping. Right, I really do need to get a move on. I've just looked at the clock and it's already hit 10 o'clock, so I'm meant to be open, but I've been busy sorting and tidying out the back and I'm just getting there. It's getting there now. But I still have to go to the post office because I forgot to bank some money yesterday, so I've got to bank some money and also pick up a few rolls, otherwise we're not going to be able to have our fish finger sandwich when Beck turns up later. So I've got to grab that from the local one stop and, like I said, bank some cash and then run back, open the shop, and we'll be ready for business, and I can carry on with the work I'm doing back here in terms of the tidying, sorting and listing. So let's get to it. Warburton's rolls have been acquired, money has been banked, which means I can now get on and open the shop for trade. Let's flip the sign around, switch on our lovely open lights. You can see those in the reflection in the window. And here we go. Give you a quick look at the outside of the shop. Here is our current window. There's Annabelle. I'm going to have to move Ed 209 out now. He's been in there for a while. We've also got the Stranger Things throw that's just come in, and a few other bits. Pretty cool. The shop itself also looks a little bit different. As you can see, we've gotten rid of the giant display that was in the middle. We're going to look at replacing it with something a little bit shorter in height, so it still gives it a bit of space, but we're not 100% sure yet because we've been busy over the past few weeks and we've seen the shop fills up so easily. It's not a lot of it's just a small shop, isn't it? And then people can actually browse it and without getting in each other's ways, which has been quite nice. Our second customer of the day was a dad who was dragged in pretty much by his kids. They convinced him, and they came in and they picked up a couple of like little items, so that was a nice little sale there as well. I'm actually just about to finish packaging the shoes that sold on eBay, the Voir boots. They're not due to be shipped out till the 28th, and obviously there's a Royal Mail strike on today and tomorrow. However, I want them out of here as soon as possible. I want my space back. It's just gone past midday and we've had a stonking day so far, but the weather's taken a turn for a worse, so it might slow down a little bit. So what I'm doing is taking the time to sort out excess stock, compact it, tidy up a bit more. And also, this is really shameful, I got this far to putting the Christmas tree out. Actually, Beck built it up and we never ending up putting it out. And as you can see, this year we didn't actually do any kind of decorations or anything, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. Just didn't manage to get around to doing it for the shop. But it's not seeming to affect sales or anything. It's just obviously it doesn't look very festive. Right, as if by magic, I've created stacks of space and it's like super tidy in here. I absolutely love it now. I've done a lot of organising in the back as well, etc. So really pleased. I've also just had my phone call from Rebecca to let me know that she's on her way. She just walks down to the shop for her lunchtime. So I've quickly put the old fish fingers into our trusty air fryer. These things are they're just worth their weight in gold, or more precious metals other than gold. I don't know, but yeah, they're really good. I love the air fryer. So I've got the fish fingers in there, and we're gonna put them on a nice toasted Warburton's roll with a bit of tartar sauce. So it'll be like a budget filet fish from McDonald's kind of thing. Right, so Rebecca has actually turned up, but unfortunately she got drenched on the way here and is in no mood to be part of the vlog. But I thought I'd just show you what we are having for our lunch. Here are our version of a budget filet fish. I've actually got a couple of side fish fingers as well. Nice little lunch with a bit of tartar sauce on there. Looking forward to it. Beck is about to go off back to work, aren't you, honey?
Yes.
Yes, did you hear that? That was her. That's proof that she is here. So she is now off back to work. But she seriously is just not in the mood, guys.
Have a good rest of
You
your day.
too, honey. I absolutely love when a new line goes really well. These Stranger Things fleece blankets, we only just got them in and we've already sold a couple, and they're just a hit with customers. They're really nice and soft. You've got the picture of the actual blanket has the upside down from Stranger Things, if you're familiar with it. You've got the boys on their bikes at the top, the Demogorgon at the bottom. That's just a nice gift, isn't it, for Christmas? The other thing, believe it or not, that has gone down really, really well for us over the past few days, weeks, has been things like water bottles, oven mitts, anything like that, like branded. So we had like Star Wars oven mitt with like the Millennium Falcon and the AT-AT and all the different vehicles on them, and those flew out. Star Wars Darth Vader water bottles have flown out, Game of Thrones ones have flown out. So yeah, that kind of merch, I think any kind of merch that has utility just makes it easier for customers to kind of just make a purchase, because then, like, even if they don't super like it, they might be able to get some use out of it. Whereas when you're buying like a specific figure or toy, you kind of need to know what the person wants, otherwise you could well be wasting your money. I'm going to take advantage of this little quiet patch though to get on some more listings onto the website. We've had some really nice items come in. The first of which that I'm really excited to list is this beast. This is a Pennywise tankard, based obviously on the newer movie with Bill Skarsgård. It's actually got quite a bit of weight to it. It's got I think it weighs about just under 1,200 grams, so 1.2 kilos. You can see it's super detailed. I love like the balloons, the blood dripping from the top there, and obviously the handle made up of Pennywise's hand, gloved hand with those balloons and time to float. Absolutely awesome. And like with all other like Nemesis Now based tankards, it's got a removable stainless steel insert, which means that you can keep it nice and clean without obviously damaging the beautiful paintwork on this resin sculpted tankard. Once I've gotten that listed, I'm going to move on to the next item, which is arguably even cooler. Just look at this guy. Here is little Gizmo, wrapped in Christmas tree lights. He looks adorable. Again, he's like a little resin figurine, and I'll be really excited to get him on display to see what the customer's reaction is going to be. This is the current spot I found for the Mogwai. He looks absolutely adorable in there. He just looks so nice, and I'm going to have to move those bits of jewellery for the Mohawk Mogwai figure, or Mohawk Gremlins figure, should I say, because that's obviously a Mogwai. Gizmo's a Mogwai, Mohawk is a Gremlin. There you can see clearly the difference between a Mogwai and a Gremlin now, for those of you that didn't know. He is actually incredibly detailed, amazing figurine, made out of poly resin like all of the stuff from Nemesis Now, but jaw-droppingly well painted. Amazing value these things are, absolutely love them. Both the Gremlin figurines are now in situ in the cabinet and they are looking absolutely gorgeous. Really great value. I'm also having second thoughts about this Nostromo model kit that I've got on display. On the one hand, I like it because I get to enjoy it, and I'm in the shop an awful lot, so I get to enjoy it. Customers get to see it. It's a definite talking point. And I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of model kit fans, Alien fans, and it's definitely a conversation starter, and it's a nice piece to have. However, it's taking up a really good space in the shop, and I'm not going to be selling it. So, I mean, unless someone offered me something stupid, I'm not going to sell it, right? By stupid, I mean like 500 quid plus, which I'm not going to get, because I think probably it's probably worth half that, if I'm honest, like 250, 300, but I don't want to sell it anyway. So I'm kind of like, what's the point of having it there, taking up space? Yeah, okay, I talk about it to people, but that's not going to necessarily result in sales very often, and that space could be used by actual goods that I'm looking to sell. What do you guys think? It's just about to hit 4:30. I was thinking that things were going to slow down in the evening, but we've still actually had a steady flow of customers and sales, which is obviously brilliant. Whilst there's a moment of peace, I'm going to make myself a chai latte because I think it's well deserved. I know it's kind of shameful, but I do love this. I'm sure all the tea connoisseurs out there would be feeling very cringy at the thought of drinking chai out of a tin can with that dried powdered milk. You just add water and it makes the drink for you. But I love it. It's just hit 5 o'clock, and as you can see, the Garstang High Street Christmas lights are in full effect. And that actually reminds me, so we're actually closed now, but that actually reminds me, I need to actually donate towards those Christmas lights. Half of the cost of the high street lights is paid for by the local council, but then the other half is kind of done by like the local community. They have some kind of boards and whatnot, and you know, I think it's only right to contribute what you can. It doesn't have to be a huge amount from what I've heard, so I'm going to just do a little donation as a thank you for the lights, because obviously they do make the high street look appealing and very Christmassy, and people do like to come and see the high street at this time of year. So I can only imagine it must help somewhat towards the sales we take in the shop, so why not give a little bit, eh? Overall, fantastic day of sales. We were actually up a few percent compared to last year, same date last year, so that's a good result as well. I'm really looking forward to Christmas Eve for a number of reasons, obviously because it's Christmas Eve, but also because I'm excited to see whether we're going to get that final day push. I've put up a little post on Facebook and Instagram just to promote the fact that we're going to be open, and then I'll do a TikTok. I need to remember to do that, I keep forgetting. And once, hopefully tomorrow will be a really nice busy day, and then I can go home and chill out and enjoy Christmas. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's my first attempt at one in quite a while. I feel a little bit awkward, but hopefully it wasn't too awful. If you did enjoy it, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video.